Good morning. It is a little bit after 10:30. I am packing right now to our trip to Ojai with the group of friends that we also went to Temecula with, and just doing some last minute packing. We started packing yesterday, and basically this trip is going to be really fast, like just the weekend. Till like 3 days, 2 nights. We're leaving later today. The goal is to get on the road around 3, maybe a little after 3. And it'll take about 2 hours to get up there. But pretty much going to spend all of Saturday there, and then Sunday we're driving back and spending time at one of our friends' house and doing Chinese hot pot. So it's not going to be like a long trip, but we also just planned it like maybe a month and a half ago. And so it's just, I guess it's just time to go on another trip and have our kiddos hang out together. Yeah, almost done packing. I've just been getting together our toiletries and last minute things. All of Arya's clothes fits in this backpack I got for her. She started school like 4 weeks ago, but this upcoming week is break until the regular school year starts. And she's only going for like half days, so from 9 to 12, and then my in-laws pick her up, and they live really close by to the school, and so we put her in a Montessori school again for half a day, and just to like get her used to the idea of going to school, because she'll probably start public school maybe around, I would think, like 2 years, but no, maybe like a year and a half from now. So it's not like we needed the childcare, but it's more of like getting her used to the idea of going to school. My in-laws watch her full time, so because they live close to the school, we're able to have them pick her up. I do drop off, and it wasn't much of a change in my schedule, because I usually drop her off anyways around like maybe like 9:45 or 9:50 in the mornings. So it kind of worked out. Like, I think she really enjoys the school. She's very social, I think I mentioned before. So the transition was very easy for her. So right now I'm trying to pack up all our electronics. I wanted to show you guys 2 things I have here. The last trip we went was actually NorCal to visit my family. I didn't vlog that at all because, well, I just wanted to spend time with family. But we didn't bring our hatch because she hasn't been using it at home. But we ended up buying this from Amazon, and it's a sound machine also that has like the traditional like sounds, like static, wave, fan, whatever. And it also changes colors, so you can like mute the sound and then change the colors of it. There's a volume button. It's rechargeable, so I think it lasts up to 10 hours. And you can also, it's easy to travel with. So we're thinking this would just be our sound machine for when you travel. But as I was mentioning, she wasn't using it at home. Like, she doesn't sleep with white noise on at home during the night. But since we're like with family, and she, well, at that time slept a little bit earlier, like I guess 9:30, still maybe earlier than what we sleep at, like, so we would have the white noise on so she doesn't like get woken up by it. So that was the reason for that purchase. Another thing we bought this, I think, even when we went to Walt Disney World, but we bought this like charging station. I've seen a lot of like travel videos that have a similar type of thing that lays flat instead of like in some type of configuration, where it will charge your phone, your watch, and like wireless headphones or earbuds. But I like this much better. Like, I haven't actually owned the one that lies flat for all 3 components, but I feel like that takes up much more surface area than this one. So you have a space to charge your phone, you can charge your watch, and then you can also charge your earbuds. And it's just, this is as much space as it takes. So it's not like that big of a deal, and it also folds flat anyways. It's probably like the thickness of a phone and like maybe a power bank in one. So Eric and I both have one, and you can just plug it into the wall with a USB cord. And I feel like, I don't know, in my mind I feel like this takes up less space because you have some vertical usage instead of just laying flat horizontally. And then I have to figure out, I think we have her Bluetooth camera, like baby monitor, in her room. Yes, so this is the one we have, Bluetooth, so we don't have to worry about connecting Wi-Fi and all of that. I think I'll bring also one of these, like diaper pails. Ours is not in diapers, but we still have 3 other kids that are in diapers. So I'll just bring one in case they want to use it. And we have this box full of travel things like disposable bibs, placemats, etc. So I'll bring one of these, the diaper pail, and the monitor. Packed some toys already for the kiddos and for Aria and the kids that they can share and play with together. I wonder if I should pack some like glow sticks. I'm the type of person, when I like pack things, I want it to be, I want all the kids to play with it, you know? Sharing is caring. And I hope that, well, they have fun with it and all of that. So the other day, or not the other day, last week we actually bought a new car. We bought a Kia Sportage plug-in hybrid. It took us 4.5 hours to buy that car, but we probably saved some time with that because this is my second time buying a car, like without my parents or my mom mostly like intervening or like helping out with the negotiation process. So these past 2 times where I've done it myself, I've just did it through email, like in terms of asking for quotes. So I would just send out an email to all the dealerships around us, ask for a quote for the car that I want, and then have them fight it out. Basically, they'll give me all their offers. I'll choose the one that's the lowest and be like, well, this dealership gave me this price. Can you do something better? Like whatever and whatnot. And eventually, we ended up going with Kia Glendale, and I told them that, okay, I want to spend this much out the door on the car. If you're able to do that, then let me know. And so I also wanted a black car, like just a classic black car, but none of the dealerships had it. And so Kia said, or Glendale said, well, if you're willing to buy a car that we have in stock, and one of the colors they had was a shadow matte gray. If you're willing to buy that color, I'll be able to do the price that you want. So I was like, all right, I want to make sure it's also black interior. It's this color that you're saying you have in stock, and you're going to give it to me around that price. So they said yes, and so we went down, probably, test drove the car. Our friend, one of them that we're traveling with, he has that car, and so we test drove his car before deciding which car to get. So we were just kind of wanting plug-in hybrids, SUV plug-in hybrids. We didn't really know which one specifically, but we test drove his, and like another friend's had a CRV Honda, and then we also looked at, we went down like Auto Mall in Alhambra to see like what cars they have, and there isn't a lot of plug-in hybrid SUVs, I guess, on the market because we didn't find any that we wanted to like test drive or even look at that we liked. So we ended up going with the Kia, and we liked it enough. So probably the negotiation part of the price took 10 minutes. Eventually we agreed on a price. The longest part was just waiting for our turn to talk to like the person that does the financing, I guess, and the paperwork for the DMV and just signing over the car. So that took the most time. In the end, we took 4.5 hours to get out of that dealership with our new car. And So Eric's old car is now, we gave it to his parents since one of the cars they had basically died, like this junk. And so they was just been surviving off of one car, but it's been a little bit inconvenient for them. So we were like, okay, we'll just give you our car. And we were planning on getting an SUV anyways, because with a stroller in our car, it just takes up so much trunk space. So we were like, okay, we need to go to SUV eventually. So why not we buy one now, since your parents need a car, we've been thinking about buying a new car. So it just worked out. So maybe later on when we're driving over or about to drive over to pick up Arya, I'll kind of give an overview of the car, explain why we like it and all of that. But now I need to finish packing, put all this stuff in the car. We plan to head over there in about 3.5 hours or so. So I just want to be able to get all of this in, maybe do some work. It's a Friday, I'm like working from home, but I haven't stopped to actually work because I've been frantically trying to get all of this done and film at the same time. So I'm going to pause here, and next time I see you, we'll probably be on the road or like driving over to our in-laws' house, and I'll give you an overview of the car that we bought. But for now, going to finish packing and loading. We finally made it. Arya slept like almost the entire way, and we left our area around like 4 o'clock. So she like took a really late nap, and mainly because she didn't nap at all during the day. So we were like, okay, well, she probably won't sleep until like 11 p.m., which was the case. And she's just been, yeah, it was a rough night yesterday because she woke up crying and wanted to get into her bed. And at home we have a king size bed, but here we are sleeping on a full size, so it's kind of like more cramped and trying to make do and not fall off the bed. But I wanted to kind of show you our new car because that's what I said I would do, and just kind of, you know, go over why we liked it. But in general, I'm not gonna do any details because there's plenty of videos already online about the Kia Sportage plug-in hybrid, so there's no need, or at least I don't see a need to do that myself. Plus I'm not a car expert. So this is our car here, and our friend actually has the same one. So this is the one we test drove before we went out and bought this one. And I don't know if you can tell, but like, of course our friend's car is more shiny, like the classic sheen of a car. His is like it looks like a dark gray, and then ours is like matte shadow gray. But I guess it's a pretty big size car judging from what my in-law said. Like compared to my sister-in-law's car, she has a Lexus and also an SUV, and I guess in their eyes it seemed bigger, but I never really noticed. But anyways, so here we have, like, I don't have my keys on me, so the thing to plug in for EV charging, and this is what the back looks like. When we're picking out cars, I think Eric and I are a little bit more vain in terms of why we choose specific cars we have. Like, I look at more of what it looks like aesthetically on the outside, and then however that is complemented on the features and all of that of the car. So inside, let me turn you around. We have a dash. I know it's like a glare. We have like the dash. It's like a big screen. You can see the shadow of my finger that goes all the way across. Well, there's like a break somewhere in the middle, but it's like a, I think like 11-inch screen, and then we have like a panoramic. We have like the panoramic sunroof. So that was one feature we wanted in a car, is the panoramic sunroof, or like a sunroof. It doesn't have to be panoramic. And power tailgates, which basically, if you guys don't know what that is, some cars now they have the ability to, when you just swipe like your leg underneath, the trunk will pop open if you're standing nearby. This is similar, but instead of like swiping your leg, you can just stand there for a few seconds and the trunk will automatically turn on, which can be good or bad depending on your I guess, your daily use, because I can imagine like if you're just standing by your car just like chatting or loitering, then the trunk will just suddenly open. So for now we turned off that feature, especially like we were trying to figure out how it will fit in our garage, since our garage is a little bit tight, and you know, now we have a bigger car to figure that out. But I think we were able to situate it all in our garage, and I'll probably turn that feature back on and see if it's annoying or not. But right now I'm outside of our Airbnb, and it's like in the middle of nowhere-ish, where you have like a lot of farmland. I don't know if you call it farmland, but there's plants and stuff outside, and the owner said that we can pick things from this area and to cook with it, or like there's flowers you can pick and things like that. One thing that's different about this Airbnb that we haven't been, or like that is different from other Airbnbs we stayed at, is the owner actually is upstairs, but they have like their own suite, I guess, upstairs. And then there's like another like mini house in the back where I guess there's other people. I don't know if they are considered part of the owner's family, or they're just people here that work on this property, because there's also like farm life here, like horses, chickens, and they host classes to go over like gardening and like how to pick eggs, I guess, or you know, things like that, like more, I don't know, like homestead life type of things. And they host like classes for like kids to come and like pick things and cook with them and whatever. So it's been pretty nice so far. Like, we like the house. I wasn't able to get a tour because it was just so crazy yesterday, but we were able to you know, get settled in and kind of you know, get situated. But it's different from our Temecula house because obviously it's not as like massive as a mansion, but we have like a lot of property here, or like it's very spread out, and there's other things to look at. So it's gonna give like a quick overview, I guess. I've never been out here since yesterday, but right now I'm staring at some horses that seem to be a little friendly, so hopefully we kind of just glance around. I woke up around 6 today, and when I was getting ready in the bathroom, I heard like roosters crowing, so I was like, they didn't wake me up. I naturally, or not naturally, I like made a point to wake up a little early. I tend to wake up around 6 now to get myself ready, get breakfast done and all of that for, you know, Eric and Aria, myself. So I'm just gonna flip it around and gonna give a panoramic view of the property. I think this horse is hungry. It's like following me. Sorry, I don't have anything for you. Okay, we're on the backside now, and looks like there's a fire pit here, some chairs, and one of my friends said that she brought like a marshmallow, so maybe we can do like a s'mores thing later tonight. Pile of firewood, it seems like. And then that's like the tiny house, or mini house, tiny house, I guess, that is back here. We did meet the person that lives there. She came out and said hi when we pulled into the property. And then here's the backyard area. Have some seating and barbecue grill over there. I assume this is where they would probably do like their classes and stuff. And then there's like another door that actually goes into like the half of the house that Eric, I, and Arya are staying in. And then the kitchen right here. So I think this door is actually, the lock is broken. We were trying to figure it out yesterday, so I can just go back inside through here. Alright, back inside. Kitchen. This is our stash of snacks that we brought for Arya. And then have an espresso, toaster oven. This is the fridge. And yeah, sink area. And stove. This is the sign for this year. Making our way. This is upstairs, so this goes to all the rooms that we're staying at, and then this set of stairs goes to like the owner's suite. We set up, or I guess our friends set up this playpen area for like the infants. Unfortunately, one family couldn't come because their kids got sick with a really high fever and they had to go to the emergency room. So hopefully they're okay. Maybe they'll be able to join us today, but we'll see. So another like living room area. Some of these Picasso tiles down here, and then another way to go to the kitchen. Oh, and the grand piano. I don't know if I caught that when I walked by earlier. Let's just go up here real quick. Just give an idea of what this looks like. So we have like an upstairs living room area. Some people are still sleeping. But this is one of the rooms we reserved it for our friends that are not here yet. And then there's another room over here, one straight down the hall, and then this one here is where Eric and I are staying with Arya. Yeah. So that's it. Quaint, cute house.